Hello YouTube and welcome to Mrs. Koi's Style. I thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel where I speak about style. I do some hauls, some reviews, and every now and again I sprinkle in a little bit of luxury. So if that is something that interests you, I certainly hope that you will continue watching today's video and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell notification so that you never ever miss one of my videos. Okay, so I can't even contain myself because this video is like super exciting to me because I attended the Fendache pop-up in New York City. I mean, Fendache, all of the excitement is right there in that name, in that collaboration. If you don't know, Fendache is the collaboration between Fendi, which is its own power juggernaut fashion house and happens to be my favorite, and Versace. Fendi and Versace came together and collaborated. And I mean, like, just the thought of it, the idea of it, I was like, oh my goodness, how are they going to do that? I can't afford anything. So I hate everything. Cut to yesterday. I kind of loved everything. The collection was just incredible. Let's get into it. So here's the thing, right? The pop-up event was held in an area of New York City called Soho. It's where like a lot of stores are located. It's kind of like in that area. I believe that it was like across the street from Prada, whatever the situation was. But the way that it was set up was really nice. You would think that it was a standalone store that had sat there forever. It was kind of in this sort of mauvey pink, if I'm getting that correctly, with gold accents, which to me is really Versace, because Versace is Versace is very, to me, like blingy, opulent, gold, bold, very, to me, glitzy and glam, while Fendi is slightly more understated, but then also, you know, kind of into the logos with the FF. But anyway, the decorations, as I was saying, were kind of pinks with whites and then the pops of gold. And then I think it had like a bit of yellow, or was that just the gold? I don't know, but like super beautifully done. I just thought that it was so just eye-poppingly, gloriously beautiful. So I met outside the pop-up because I was meeting my girl who actually, let me backtrack a little bit. I'd been talking to two of my girls, Custom Chic and Original Flavor, about the Fendache collaboration, that it was coming up. And we were basically saying, yeah, you know, might buy something, may not, need to see it, need not to see it, whatever. But then anyway, the morning that it dropped, Original Flavor reached out and she's like, Kawana, are we going? And I looked online, and honestly, I looked online and the prices weren't hitting for me. I said, oh, no. Those prices are out of the price range. But the items that I like seemingly are like way in a different stratosphere. However, yeah, so I don't think I'm going to go. I even like wrote on Instagram that I wasn't going to be attending. But you know, Miss Original Flavor, she's pretty small but packs a very big punch, and she convinced me to go, and so I went. So just a little bit of backstory on that. So I went figuring that, you know, at least I would be able to go see all of the eye candy, check out what they have, and see what they possibly have in the pop-up shop, in the store, that they're not showing online, so that I could show you all. Because, you know, I'll make the trek, I'll look at all the beautiful things, I'll do all of the things for you, whether I can afford to buy something or not. So just know, this was all for you. Okay, so entering the event, you know, there were like quite a few people outside as soon as you walked in. So originally there was no wait. However, I waited a few minutes for, well, I waited anyway. A line started to form, and I think that it was maybe a 10 to 15 minute wait, just because they wanted to link each guest with a sales associate to ensure that everyone's needs were being met. So Shanae and I walked in. We were greeted by a lovely sales associate named Maria, I believe, who I later found out was actually out of the Dallas store, Dallas, Texas. I'll put her information down below. And she was actually flown up just to be here for the event, which I believe lasts for 6 weeks. So anyway, we told her what we wanted to see, which at that point were some hats that we had our eyes on. And I think that was pretty much it. We wanted to take everything in, look at some of the SLGs, which are small leather goods, just kind of look, see the patterns, see the prints, see how everything played up on one another. And there were a pair of shoes that I was interested in seeing in person. So we're, walking around the store, taking in everything, looking at everything. Maria was very helpful. They had beautiful dresses styled on mannequins, and oh my goodness, this denim skirt that I'd seen online that had like a Versace written across it. The denim was in different sort of patterns, but didn't necessarily look like patchwork. So maybe not patterns, but colors and different cuts. It was so freaking dope. And the way they styled it with this big kind of buckle in the front that was of the FF, to me was given so much Versace, even though it said, even though the belt, the logo read FF, and they styled it with one of the most beautiful things that I thought was in the collection, which was this sweater that had a pink FF on it. But this sweater was almost $3,000. And although I thought it was beautiful, and I even touched it, felt it, rubbed it up a little bit, and I said, yeah, the quality feels great and everything, but I got to think about cost per wear. So a $3,000 sweater wasn't going to cut it for me, but it was absolutely stunning, even more beautiful in person. They had a lot of kind of crop tops and leggings, which are my jam all day long. I love a crop top. I love a legging. It's what I do, because for me, leggings are pants. Just in those bright kind of Versace colors with that kind of chain link detail, it was just giving all of the things. And some of the tops, the crop tops, were paired with lace, and so the lace with the, I don't know, the chains and the colors, it just really, to me, very beautifully done, but not for the faint of heart, not for anyone who wants to be understated, not for anyone who doesn't want to be noticed. I mean, this collection was boom pow, right? So another understanding that I had about the collection was that there were certain pieces that would be more on the Fendi side and more that would be sort of on the Versace side. And so that would just depend. And I still do not know exactly how that was determined, what that determination is, what you would find if you went into a Fendi store versus what you would find if you went into a Versace store. But what I do know that you would see, what you would know, was that you're going to see some beautiful colors and a really spectacular collection. That I can promise you. I think the way that they did the shoes was really cool, especially this shoe that I was looking at with the pointed toe front. And I think the Fendigraphy, if I have that correct, the Fendigraphy heel. And then it still had the FF Zuka print. And then it had this kind of Versace-esque foil leaf color. Oh my goodness. Just beautiful. It just, it didn't seem like an afterthought. It didn't come off as forced. I think that this collaboration was incredible. Now, let's talk bags. The Versace Medusa bags, very visually appealing. I thought that they were beautiful, the way that Fendi was incorporated into them. The touch, the feel, especially in relation to the chain, I didn't think that the chain was very substantial. I think that it was very sort of hollow, which could be kind of, a gift and a curse, so to speak, right? Because the hollow chain would mean that it certainly wasn't heavy, but at the same time, it seemed, if I dare say, I don't want to use a negative word, I'll just say I didn't feel that it was substantial, and that was a disappointment to me, to the bag, although I thought the bags were very visually pretty. Now, let's speak a little bit more about the Fendi bag, the Fendi bag. So let's talk about like the baguette. The ones that I saw were in a sort of a cloth material, and even though beautiful white color with the gold popping from, the Versace side, gorgeous. I just thought touching it, the likelihood of it getting stained, how would it be clean, just way too much anxiety for me. They also had it in black, which I thought was really beautiful. They had the how am I fed am I oh is it the Fendi First? The Fendi First I kind of felt the same about, but I didn't necessarily. I think that the Fendi First actually had some sort of a coating over it. The material was slightly different. Beautiful colors, very much gave Fendi, because the Fendi First is recognizable as a shape of Fendi, and then it had that Versace flair with the gold, the shapes of the gold, the patterns, the chains, the whole thing. Really nice. They also incorporated some backpacks, which I think were more a part of the men's section within the store. The backpacks were a substantial size, I believe, in a nylon material. If you're a backpack kind of person, I thought this was more of like a hiking backpack, not like sort of like a backpack that you would use, just for style, just for walking in the street, or like if you went to Disneyland or something like that, because of the size of the backpack. They also had a mini backpack that I thought was cool. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What else can I talk about? They had, more denim in the men's section. They had this beautiful oversized, well, it would have been oversized for me if I remained at this size, but, oversized denim jacket that was in a similar kind of pattern to the skirt that I spoke about earlier. Really, really spectacular. Another feature of the collection were these gold pins. Now, the gold pins, to me, they had them displayed on various dresses. They incorporated them in the ready to wear in various ways. I discovered that the pins were actually for sale, and I like them because of the versatility of a pin. You can put it on a denim jacket, you can wear it on something, I don't know, like a dress or something, a t-shirt, anything, whether you want to, mix it with something high, something low, something edgy, or something sophisticated, whatever the thing was. I thought that could be a really nice accessory. So that was nice. The sales associate explained to me that it was actually an earring and can be worn through the ear or through the clothes. And I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want something going through my clothes, it's going through my ear. But anywho, it came in 2 different sizes. I thought that was nice. My understanding is that if you purchase certain ready to wear items, the pin would be able to come out and you can use it for other things. So just keep that in mind if you want to jump into some of those ready to wear pieces. So we're looking around, we're doing everything, as I said, taking in the collection. Also looked at the small leather goods. They had a wallet that initially, as it was face down in the actual casing, it looked to me like it could potentially be a card holder. But as Maria, the sales associate, was showing it to me, I saw that it was what they call a compact wallet. So for me, it was slightly too bulky. I prefer a card holder because it takes up, less space in my bags. And if I use a mini bag, if I become that girl with tiny bag energy, then that bag would, that wallet size, the compact wallet size, just wouldn't fit for me at all. So we checked those out. But as I said, at this point, Maria showed up and was showing Shanae the bucket hats. And the bucket hats, I mean, so dang cool and reversible. So when we talk about cost per wear and really getting use out of your items, reversible pieces are going to give you that. One side was completely in the Zucca print. Okay, hey, yeah. And the other side in the Versace pattern. I believe it was yellow. I'm not sure, but it will be inserted over here. You could flip it up. If it was on the Versace side, then you would see the Zucca FFs or vice versa, which I thought was a good vibe. I really enjoyed that hat. They had these hats that kind of drew me in when I was looking online, that had like a scarf connected under and then the baseball cap. And I just thought, oh yeah, I see me by the pool with a mocktail all day long, stunting it up and having a ball wearing that hat. They didn't have any more by the time we arrived in the store. Those were already sold out. My understanding is that quite a few bags had already sold out. So many things sold out despite the fact that the pre-sale had only started the day before, right? We got there on the 12th and the pre-sale started on the 11th. And from our understanding, many items had already sold out, which was, it is what it is. And I say that to say, get on it. If you're going to be shopping Fendache, get on it. Now, I'm going to show you all what I purchased. Now, I went in with the mindset that I'm not buying anything because I kind of felt that from everything I saw online, anyway, I'm not going to belabor it. Like, I hope that you all enjoyed the portions that I've already shown, but this is the bag that they provided if you actually purchase something. There were people walking out of the store that had much larger bags. I'll try to insert that over here somewhere. But here it is, the Fendache. As you will see, because I'm doing this on my phone, oftentimes it comes up upside down, so I do apologize about that. But has the FFs, which are the Fendi FF, and then Dache, like for Versace. I think it's beautifully done. You see I don't know how that's coming up, but the gold FFs going all around the bag, which clearly is Fendi because it's the FF, the Zucca print, but then kind of the way it curves is giving me Versace in the print. I think it's beautiful. It's a very substantial bag, a nice bag that I will have for life. And okay, here's the Medusa head. So the way that they bought this together, I think is really great. And then the ribbon over here on the side, just spectacular. I really love it. You get the envelope here that's in the same pattern that just contains the receipt. The item that I purchased can be, I think, exchanged for up to 14 days, but I think no refunds, just exchanges. If I'm incorrect about that, I will leave more information down below. I'll let you know. And so I picked up this beauty that came in this beautiful dust bag, a very substantial dust bag. I think that the quality of this dust bag is great. And I do reuse my dust bags. And I hate when I get a flimsy one, especially when I am, spending that coin. This one is really great. Kind of love it. They did explain that some pricing would be more on the Versace side, which is less typically than Fendi. And then more pricing would be more on the Fendi side, which is typically more expensive, but they tried to meet someplace in the middle. Okay, what did I get? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh my gosh, just look at the colors. Look. I purchased this beautiful, it won't even fit into the full frame, but this beautiful scarf. How gorgeous. Just look at this. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh my goodness, just look at this. Okay. I believe that online it is called a silk twill foulard. The price and everything will be linked down below. This scarf is in 100% silk. It just feels so gloriously beautiful. And as we were speaking about cost per wear, let me just tell you all how many ways, that's me trying to do my Toni Braxton, but okay, how many ways I can wear this. I can wear this on my head. I can wear it with a hat over, similar to the way that they were pictured on the website. I can wear it around my neck. I can wear it around my shoulders. I can wear it several different ways as a top. I can wear it around my waist. I can wear it as a belt. I can Bubba Gump from Forrest Gump the heck out of this. How many different ways to make shrimp? I mean, how many things I can do with this gloriously beautiful scarf. Look at the colors. Look at the different colors that I can style this with. We've got lavenders and purples and greens and yellows and hot pinks and pale purples and pastel purples and more yellows and more greens. How freaking beautiful is this scarf? It did come in 2 other colors. I am really gravitating a lot. I don't necessarily gravitate towards black in general. It's just not my necessary vibe, my zhuzh, my color. but they had it in, what was my point in saying that? Anyway, they had it in the color pink, and they had it in another really beautiful color. The other color, I'll go on ahead and insert it over here. My understanding was that one sold out. So if someone was lucky enough to get one, shout out to you, because that one was absolutely spectacular, like really beautiful, kind of in like an aqua color with the yellows and the golds of the Versace, and then it had Fendi in like a off-white or white. It just was absolutely gorgeous. And I think the pink was gorgeous as well. I just thought that I would get more cost per wear with this particular color. Love it. Here is the tag. Oh, I'm gonna hate to cut that off because this is a part of history, a history making collaboration of just beauty. And then there's the tag that also has the Medusa, and this says Versace here on the tag. So I wonder if the tag that, nope, oh, okay, here we go. Fendache here on the tag. But I wonder if this particular tag that says Versace makes it that this is actually from the Versace side of the collection. I'm not sure. I'm trying to still understand that. Yes, because my receipt says Versace. Yeah, my receipt says Versace, and so this was rang up by the Versace cashier, and then Original Flavor. Make sure you go over and check out her channel to see what she scored. Hers was, her item that she purchased was rang up, I believe, on the Fendi side, and so her receipt says Fendi. I'm not sure how that's all working. I don't know how the revenue portions work or how they're splitting the money with this collab, but that's how it all went down. Okay, folks, so I hope that you, let me know what you all think of the item that I purchased. There are so many other things that I really loved. I may be heading back over to that pop-up shop after I, cuddle up a little bit with Mr. Coy and, get him to, give me that credit card so I can get over there and swipe and get just a few more things. We'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Make sure you're following my channel to know how that all pans out, because if I buy anything else, if I get anything else, you all are going to know. I'm definitely going to be here to share it with you. So make sure you're following. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Remember that everything I shared in this video and every one of my videos is me to a C. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.